Hello, everyone, and welcome to Empty Arena Part 2, presented by the Jam Lab. My name is Colin Peterik. I will be your host this evening, and we're here with Jim Peterik and Cathy Richardson, who will be coming on in a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Peterik, how you doing, Dad?
I'm so great, son.
Oh, good.
Thank you for inviting us into your living room.
You're welcome. So it's been about 2 months since we did the last one. What have you been up to?
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was March 15th or something, right? Or just after that. Well, a lot of things, working in the studio a lot, keeping myself occupied in this weird time, doing projects and recording 2 new songs, which we'd like to premiere tonight.
Awesome.
With Cathy.
Very cool.
Cathy is probably my favorite singer of all time. Yes, she is. Oh, no. She's blushing. No, we're going to premiere a couple songs we just recorded together. One of them has a music video that Paul Brown did, our friend, and we're going to show the music video. But you got to wait for that. Wait for it.
We've got about almost 200 people tuned in right now. If you're watching the show, you're gonna love it. And please go ahead and share the stream. Hit the share button. As many people as this goes out to, the better. We are taking donations. All donations are going to Music Cares, which is a Grammy nonprofit foundation that is aiding musicians with COVID-19 relief. So you can donate. The donate information is at the bottom of the screen, but you have to type in paypal.me/thejamlab in order to donate. And I will be reading donations, and we will be taking questions and requests. And it's going to be great.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, really good. So let's get started. I'm going to do a few songs on my own before we're building. We're building to the moment that we bring on the diva herself, Cathy Richardson. But anyway, if you have any requests, feel free to shout it out. And it's kind of like Stump the Band. If I don't know it, I'll tell you. But if I know it, I'll fake it. I'll even fake it for you. Anyway, how about this place? This looks great in here. The lights. The sound is by Gary Jerkadis. That's how you say it, right?
Yep.
And the video is by Bill
Allan.
Bill Allan.
Dave Carafa.
What?
And Dave Carafa.
And Dave Carafa. Is that it?
You got it.
You
got it.
Okay, Dave, you guys are great. You did the last one. It was great. So everybody knows a little more volume on my mic here. 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's it, Gary. Thank you. Everybody knows Eye of the Tiger, right? Woo! I can almost hear you out there saying, "Of course we know it." Well, I'm going to do what I call the Hertz song, that number 2 from Rocky IV. Didn't make it as big as Eye of the Tiger, but I love this song because it talks about the East-West tensions between Russia and America. And I'll tell you, I love this song. This is called Burning Heart. 3, 4. Collide rival nations. It's a primitive clash, venting years of frustration. Bravely we hope against all hope. There is so much at stake. Seems our freedom's up against the ropes. Does the crowd understand? Is it east versus west? A man against man. The victory is yours. Alone in the burning heart, just about to burst. There's a quest for answers and unquenchable thirst. In the darkest night, rising like a spire. In the burning heart, the unmistakable fire. In the warrior's code, there's no surrender. Though his body says stop, his spirit cries never. Deep in our hearts, a glowing ember. No, it's you against you. It's the paradox that drives us on. It's the battle of wills in the heat of attack. It's the passion that kills. The victory is yours alone. In the burning heart, just about to burst, there's a quest for answers and unquenchable thirst. In the darkest night, rising like a spire. In the burning heart, the unmistakable. In the burning heart, just about to burst, there's a quest for answers and unquenchable thirst. In the darkest night, rising like a spire. In the burning heart, the unmistakable fire. Woo! Thank you. Thanks, Cathy. Thanks, Colin. You weren't clapping, Dave. You will know from now on. Anyway, let me get a drink of water. Oh, Gary, a little more low end on my acoustic, just a bit.
Meredith is watching at home. Hi, Meredith.
Hey, Meredith. That's Colin's wife, by the way.
Yep. Paul Braun says, Barry Goodrow, formerly of Boston, is watching and says hello.
Barry Goodrow. How you doing, man? We did many shows together, especially in Minneapolis for Fergie Fredrickson. We were doing benefit shows for Fergie, who had liver problems, and he finally passed away. But Barry, I remember going to the Mall of America with you and your lovely wife and buying a bunch of stuff. So hope you're doing well and out there and rocking. We love you, Barry. I don't know anything about Boston, at least not that I could do very well. All right, I'm going to do another song on my own. I got this list here. All right. Sammy Hagar fans, come on. Yeah. Woo. Wow, that's lame. You're in your living rooms going crazy right now for the Red Rocker, right? I'm going to go drop D here. I'm getting really serious here when you go drop D. So I flew up to San Francisco to write with Sammy in 1981, and he picked me up in his red Ferrari Daytona. Man, and he's got the blonde hair flying in the breeze, and we're going through Mill Valley, and the people are going, Sammy! And I go, man, someday I'll be that famous. Never got there. Anyway, we wrote this song in one afternoon. It went number one in many states. It was the theme song for the sci-fi animation called Heavy Metal. And I love this song. He still plays it in concert, and the Ides of March played with him last summer. And we opened up for him, and we played this song. They're on the side of the stage. He and Michael Anthony just cheering us on. So check this out. Headbangers in leather, sparks flying in the dead of the night. It all comes together when they shoot out the lights, yeah. 50,000 watts of power, and it's pushing over low. The beast is ready to devour all the metal you can hold. About to explode, about to overload. It's your own way to get to midnight. Call it heavy metal, higher than high, feeling just right. Call it heavy metal, desperation on the red line. Call it heavy metal noise, yeah. Tight pants and lipstick, she's riding on the razor's edge. the boys. Cuts through the crowd just like a wedge. Oh, can you feel the static? So many contacts being made. We got upfront fanatics breaking down the barricades to reach the stage. Can't you feel the rage? It's your only ticket to midnight. Call it every minute high and high, feeling just right. Call it every minute desperation of the red light. Call it every minute noise. It's your one way to get to midnight. Call it every minute high and high, feeling just right. Call it every minute desperation of the red light. Call it every minute feeling the town, feeling just right. Call it every minute noise. Every minute noise. Every minute noise. Every minute noise. Call it every minute. Woo! Thank you, semi-fans. Thanks, Cathy. Thank you. What? This is your own private show, and soon you're going to give me your private show. I'm going to do one more on my own, then I'm going to bring out Dame Cathy.
If you are just tuning in, you are watching Empty Arena presented by the Jam Lab with Jim Peterik and Cathy Richardson. Thank you to Damir Stasik for a $50 donation. If you'd like to donate, go to paypal.me/thejamlab. All proceeds go to Music Cares Foundation.
Hey, Dom, thank you, man. Dom comes to our studio, works with me and Larry. Great guy. Thank you, Dom. You're awesome. One more song, and then we're going to bring up Cathy. Do we have any requests yet?
We have one for LA Goodbye.
Oh, okay. We'll wait on that. We're going to build up to LA Goodbye.
Maisie has a special request for a poop joke.
Oh!
She says Papa will know what it means.
I know what it means. Okay, let's do some colors. Go ahead.
Okay. Yellow.
Blue.
Red.
Poop! Ah! Every time I say poop, Maisie goes crazy.
Hi, Maisie.
Hi, Maisie. We love you. Only here we can get away with that.
Mark Berman says, watching here in Atlantic City where you played with the Ides in 1970 at Steel Pier. You are absolutely the best.
Oh, my God, Steel Pier. Hi, Mark. How you doing? Those were great days. We played at Steel Pier 3 years in a row. We followed the diving horse. Outside the arena was this giant tower, and the diving horse would go into this little pool of water, and everybody would cheer, and then as soon as we hear the splash, we would go, people get ready. And that was our cue. There's a chain. Anyway, thanks, Mark. So we're going to do one more song. Me and my guitar, going to do one more song and bring out Cathy. You knew that already. All right. One of my favorites that I had the pleasure of writing with 38 Special. Because we are caught up in you. I never knew there'd come a day when I'd be saying to you, don't let this good love slip away. Now that you know that it's you, don't you know the kind of man I am? Don't say I never fall in love again, but it's real and the feeling comes shine. changed my mind. I thought that love was a game I played around enough to find. No two I've ever seen. You made me realize the love I miss. So I love I couldn't quite resist, but it's right and the feeling comes shining through. Sing along. So caught up in you, little girl. You're the one that's got me down on my knees. So caught up in you, little girl, that I never want to get myself free. And maybe it's true, you're the one who got me. Baby, you taught me how good it could be. Fill your days and your nights. No need to ever ask me twice. Oh no. Whenever you want me. And if ever comes a day when you should turn and walk away, oh no, I can't live without you. So caught up in you, little girl. You're the one that's got me down on my knees. Caught up in you, little girl, that I never want to get myself free. And baby, it's true, you're the one who caught me. Baby, you taught me. So caught up in you. Thank you. Okay, the time has come. I've known this young lady for about, 35 years. Although she's only 36, so I can't figure that out. But I love this girl, and we've worked together, and we've been good friends for all that time. Give it up for Cathy Richardson.
All right, I'm going to start out with my latest smash near miss. It's called What I Am. Intangible, incredible, inventive, unforgettable, exceptional, desirable, successful, undeniable, adaptable, agreeable, approachable, amenable, invaluable, respectable, powerful, indispensable. I am beautiful. I am magical. I am fantastical. Nothing's gonna bring me down. I am unbeatable. I am unbreakable. I am irreplaceable. Nothing's gonna bring me down, 'cause I am what I am. Lovable, colorful, noticeably wonderful, individual, original. I'm anything but typical. Blissful, grateful, hopeful, faithful, joyful, soulful, peaceful, playful, tactful, truthful, thoughtful, tasteful, thankful, tranquil, gentle, graceful. I am beautiful. I am magical. I am fantastical. Nothing's gonna bring me down. I am unbeatable. I am unbreakable. I am irreplaceable. Nothing's gonna bring me down, 'cause I am what I am. I got my head in the clouds and my feet on the ground. I'm standing on this spinning earth, holding on for all I'm worth. And if I fall down, I'll get up again. 'cause I am what I am. I am what I am. I am what I am. Woo. Thank you. Did I introduce it right? Or did I say this is who I am? All right, okay, good. Because like in the middle of the song, I was like, oh my God, did I just intro the song title wrong? Okay, good. It is written right in front of my eyes, so hopefully.
That's a great song.
Thank you. Woo.
Play another one.
All right. This is a song I wrote with Zach Smith, who you might know as the guitar player from the band Scandal. And I made a couple records with him called the Macrodots. And we co-wrote the songs and just put them out. They're out there somewhere. Anyway, this is from the first Macrodots record. Intertwined, two hearts full of love are bursting. The stars are shining down upon us, little earthlings. And when the morning comes, we'll kiss back golden sun. And when we wake up from our dream, it's my hope that everything is as it seems, with eyes closed. Such a simple thing like love is always waiting for us. Still of the night, in an orb of light, we are floating. Above us, angels are circling, below us, embers smoking. We return from space. I kiss your pillow face, and when we wake up from our dream, it's my hope that everything is as it seems, with eyes closed. Such a simple thing like love is always waiting for us, waiting for us. And may every day be blessed with another better than and when we wake up from our dream, it's my hope that everything is as it seems, with eyes closed. Such a simple thing like love, such a simple thing like love is always waiting for us, waiting for us. Ooh, waiting, waiting, waiting.
Cathy Richardson, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo, thanks, Colin. Oh my God. Wow, this is really weird.
I've got a couple of donations to read. If you're just tuning
Yes.
in, welcome to Empty Arena, presented by the Jam Lab with Jim Peterik and Cathy Richardson. We've got $50 from Steven Snyder. Thank you. $5 from Carrie Newman. Thank you. Mark Clardy with $25 donation. Kathleen Kingman with a $30 donation.
Yeah, Kathleen, what's up? I know her. Yes, we grew up together. Thanks for watching.
And last one for now, James Gignac with $100 donation. If you'd like to donate, visit paypal.me/thejamlab. All proceeds will go to the Music Cares charity.
And they are definitely helping out musicians right now who are suffering from the pandemic and
Loss of gigs.
loss of gigs, loss of income, economic and medical hardships. I did lose a fellow musician, Roosevelt Johnson, who played with my band Nelson Street Revival, bass player. Tragic loss. So this money will go to musicians in need. It will help them pay medical bills. It will help them pay their rent, because live music is canceled for the indefinite future. So thanks for tuning in on your computers.
Absolutely. Hey, Kath,
Yeah.
want to do one of the new duets?
Yes, I do.
Cool. Yeah, we were in the studio about a week ago, and we recorded 2 new songs, and I guess they both have a little bit of their roots in the pandemic, but I think they're more universal than that, because hopefully they'll be around long after the pandemic. But it was definitely the inspiration point. And the song we'd like to do together, the first one is called "The Best in Us." And I had this realization that there's so much good that's coming out of this horrible virus. There's a lot of bad, and there's a lot of death and a lot of sickness, but there's also a lot of good, and that is coming out of people, because you start to appreciate each other a whole lot more. And so kind of the concept of this song is the hard times and the dark days, even those days bring out the best in us. And of course, the good times do too. So I hope you enjoy this one. We're going to play it with the track, and on the track, Colin Peterik played the drums, and we recorded it right here at the Jam Lab. Larry Millis recorded it, and I played guitar, and Cathy sang her butt off. So I hope you enjoy this.
And this is a world premiere, right?
Yes, it is.
World premiere. Exciting.
Still reading the words.
Yep.
We're ready.
Scott May on B3. Watching the curve of the earth as it turns, and we're ringside, witnessing history all in the blink of a lifetime. See how the story repeats. If we're powerless to fight apathy, how can we expect our children to change the world? We were there when the curtain was ready to fall. Reagan told Gorbachev to take down that wall. The man on the moon took that first step for all. Times like these bring out the best in us. We were there when the Woodstock Nation turned music and mud into a celebration. United as one in a place called trust. Times like these bring out the best in us. Watch the spark of the battle of hearts with front row. Going green, taking more than we need. It's a sideshow. If we can't learn from the past,
if we make those mistakes again and again,
how can we expect our grandchildren to lead the way? We were there when the COVID disease drove us into our shelters and down to our knees. When those at the top were deaf to our pleas. Dark days like these bring out the best in us.
we pass the baton to the next arm out in this relay race we run. We're counting on you to carry the torch when the last of time has come.
You'll be there to do it your way. It's your generation, it's your first day. Tell the ones in charge, enough is enough. Times like these bring out the best.
You'll be there to live proud, be there to be free, strong as the lady of liberty. This is the test, it's your legacy.
Dark days like these bring out the best.
Good times like these bring out the best.
Times like these bring out the best in us. Yeah. La 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 la. Bring out the best in us. La 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 la.
Bring out the best in us.
La to bring out the best in us.
Bring out the best in
To bring out the best in us. To bring out the best in us.
You're the best.
You're the best.
Woo!
We got through that high note, dude.
Yeah, the high notes. Old girl still got it, let me tell you what. All right.
Oh, man, that was awesome. If I do say so. Oh, man. I don't know.
Let me read a few more donations.
Okay.
Okay, while you decide what to do next. $50 from Steve Walsh. Thank you.
Nice, Steve. That's my next door neighbor.
There you go.
I love you, man.
$50 from Robert Wade. Thank you, Robert. You didn't have to do that.
Oh, yes, you did. Hey, Robert. Liliosa, we love you.
Rich Brom, $25. Thank you, Rich.
He's the guy that gets me all out of my speeding tickets.
Yeah.
And he's my dear friend.
Dale Eckhart with a $10 donation. Sticks and Skins with $100 donation. Thank you.
Yeah, baby.
Cool.
Lay it down with a tasty groove.
Mary Hines, $25. Thank you. And Brian Fifield, $25. Thank you very much. If you'd like to donate, head over to paypal.me/thejamlab. All donations go to the Music Cares Foundation.
And we also want to hear your requests, too. We're just curious, not that we're actually going to play them.
Yeah.
We want to embarrass you.
No.
We'd love
No,
to.
we want to know what you... I mean, it might be fun to just pull something out. Just whip it out.
Here I stand, head in hand, turn my face to the wall. If she's gone, I can't go on, feeling too small. Get to the chorus. Hey, you got to hide your love away. Hey, you got to hide your love away. My hero, John Lennon.
Yeah, me too. Kathleen Kingman's a big big Beatles fan, like fanatic. So that probably made her happy.
I think you guys know that Cathy has been a charter member of Jefferson Starship for how many years now?
13 years.
Oh my God.
12 years? 12 years.
Let's not argue.
Yeah. I'm in my 13th year.
Man.
I've passed 12.
Tell the audience about that experience.
Oh my God. Well, it's just, it's one of those like beyond your wildest dreams thing, that I was a huge Jefferson Starship, Jefferson Airplane fan growing up. I literally have all the albums on vinyl, and I don't really have a very large vinyl collection. I mean, it's like mostly Jefferson. And so when I was after Love Janis, I went on tour with Big Brother and the Holding Company, and we were on a bill together, and that's where I first met them, and I was thrilled to just be like, oh my God, I'm opening for Jefferson Starship. This is the greatest thing ever. And I met Paul Kantner. I'm like, holy moly, that's Paul frickin' Kantner, and David Freiberg, oh my God, and Donnie Baldwin, these guys from my records, And so at the end of that tour, they asked me to join the band, and I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? What? And Paul Kantner came to my house, or my apartment. I was living in San Francisco at the time, and he came over, and he kind of got dressed up like he wore an overcoat and a scarf and a beret, and he was in his dressed up Paul look. And he came up, and I had pulled out all my vinyl records and put them on the floor so he could see what a big fan I was. I'm like, you don't understand. I am literally perfect for this. And he's like, I think I know, and okay. And I gave him a guitar, and we played Ride the Tiger on my couch in the living room, and he's like, okay, you're in, And wow, what a journey, what a journey.
Incredible. What about Grace?
Grace, man. The first, well, I met Grace years ago at a art opening where she was selling art in Hawaii, and I happened to be there on vacation. And the first time I met her, I bought a painting so I could meet her, but I was like so shy and weird, she probably wanted to call security, and we didn't really talk. But then the next year, I went with friends, and there she was again, and they're like, we're gonna buy Grace Slick painting, and we all talked to her, and they're like, this is my friend Cathy, she's a singer. Oh, she just did Love Janis off Broadway. And she goes, oh, you must be a blues singer then. And I'm like, that's kind of, one thing that I do, yeah. And we talked about the music business, and Lather was playing, and I was like, what's this song about, And I got to kind of like rap with her. And I walked away from that. This was long before the band was anywhere in my radar. Like, I walked away from that conversation, and I was like, that was so weird. I feel like I just talked to like an older version of myself, because I felt like we were so, I don't know, something very similar just about the way we talk and the demeanor and the attitude. And I think that's just like being a rock and roll woman. That's what it does to you, because you're with guys all the time. And I grew up in the gas station, just working with guys all the time, and you get that kind of tough edge, and I felt like we shared that. But later we became friends, and she actually co-wrote a song with Jude Gold and I for the new Jefferson Starship record, so it's really exciting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How about one that Grace made famous?
Yeah, well, she wrote this song. It's probably the quintessential psychedelic rock song of all time.
And we have a request for it, too.
Okay, well, we're doing it. It's happening! larger, and one pill makes you small, and the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell 'em I've got smoking caterpillar has given you the call. Call Alice when she was just small. Oh, when the man on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go, and you just had some kind of mushroom, and your man is moving low. Go ask Alice, I think she'll know. When logic and proportion have fallen sloppy dead, and the white light is talking backwards, and the red queen's all with her hand. Remember what the darkness said. Sing it, come on. Feed your head. Feed your head. Feed your head.
Oh my God, that was fantastic.
Thank you. You too.
Oh, I'm just goofing around. Hey, you want to do a shot for the a toast to everyone? Or
I'll just take a sip of my little
you have a little thing?
concoction.
Okay.
I'll take one with you,
Okay.
Dad.
This is for everybody. If you have some booze in the house or even a Coca-Cola, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a minute at home, go grab a drink. We're going to be here for another hour or so.
Yep.
And get it. We had a couple requests already for Diamonds for Stones. I don't know if
Oh
you're
yeah.
ready
You
to
know
pull-
what song I want to do?
Wish we had that.
I wish that we had Here to Hereafter. I've been listening to that song, and it is the song Jim wrote called From Here to Hereafter. I'm going to cry just talking about it. It is so beautiful. It's on a Jim Peterik World Stage album. We sang it as a duet. It is probably one of the most gorgeous songs ever, and I think just listening to it as a myself from 20 years later, it's one of the best vocal performances that I've ever done. Like it's amazing. You got to listen to it.
It wasn't too long ago I listened and I was amazed. We put it at the last song to cap it off, and we did it live, and you broke
Only
down.
once. Yeah.
Only once. Your mom had just died.
Yeah, and that song was evoked on my mother's literal deathbed as she was crossing over. We were saying goodbye, and it was really beautiful. I don't want to cry on the Facebook Live right now. Anyway, I said, "We'll see you, Mom, from here to hereafter." And my dad goes, "That was beautiful, Cathy." And I said, "Jim Peterik wrote it."
You didn't have to give me credit, but I'll take it. Anyway, to everybody in the audience, we love you guys.
Yeah.
And here's to success. Here's to getting out of this COVID thing and partying.
Stay safe. Wash your hands.
Hey, don't you have a song called Wash Your Hands?
I do.
Do you know how to do it?
I do.
Do it a little.
Okay. I'll probably mess it up. You gotta wash, wash, wash your hands. You gotta wash, wash. Oh, jeez.
Me too.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
You gotta wash, wash, wash your hands. You gotta wash, wash, wash your hands. You gotta wash, wash, wash your hands. You gotta wash them off right now.
One more time. 3, 4.
Gotta wash your hands. You gotta wash your hands. You gotta wash your hands. You gotta wash them off right now. Yeah.
Now we're having fun.
Soon to
Okay.
be a motion picture. I love it. Well, speaking of movie themes, do you want to do
Oh my God, yes.
a big
I do.
song,
I
Colin?
do. I do want
You
to
wanna,
do
I
a
don't know, I'm
big
just
song.
feeling it.
I
Colin,
feel
you want
it.
to play drums on this?
Sure.
Yep. Let me get an electric guitar.
Let me
While you
tune.
do that, I'll read a couple more donations. Laura Birmingham, $25. Thank
Nice.
you. Kimberly Howitt, $100 donation.
Nice, Kim Howitt, coughing it up.
Stephen Bogelub with $100 donation.
Wow, amazing.
Thank you, Stephen. Joy Christopher with $50 donation.
I love you, Joy. Thank you.
And Eugenia Lindquist with a $20 donation.
Woo!
And Ellen K. Miller with a $50 donation. Thank you.
Ellen Miller in the house. This is so great. Thank you, guys. And girls and ladies
Yeah.
and women's and men's also.
All you men's.
All of you men's out there.
So, people say, what's the best song you've ever written? Well, I don't know if this is the best song, but it was sure the most popular song. And it all started with a phone call on my answering machine back in '82. Hey, yo, Jim, it's a nice answering machine you got there. Give me a call. It's Sylvester Stallone. And I go, yeah, right. Whatever. And I didn't call him back for at least a half hour. And Karen goes, what is that? And I said, it's some joker, spoofing me, punking me. And she said, you better call him back. Anyway, call him back. He said, I love your band Survivor. And I heard, Tony Scotti played me your song, Poor Man's Son. I love it. That's the sound I want for my new movie called Rocky III. Can you help me out? And I said, man, dude, is the Pope Catholic? Yeah. So I'll tell you what. Me and Frankie got together and we wrote this song. And this is the short version of the story. You can see it all on my website. But we'd like to do it for you. You've heard of the White Stripes, where it's just a guitar and drums?
Yes.
We're the Skid Marks. And we're going to do a Skid Mark version of the song right here. And I hope you enjoy it, because I'll tell you you have to have the eye of the tiger in this world today. And that's the spirit that will get us through. You ready? Do you have the eye of the tiger?
Yeah!
All right, you ready? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Time, took my chances. When the distance, I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. So many times it happens too fast.
You change your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of your life. You must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. Then the last no survivor starts to spread the night. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger.
out in the heat, hanging thirsty and hungry. But they stack the odds, still we take to the street for the kill with the skill to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his way in the night, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Just a man in his will to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor starts to spread in the night, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. The eye of the tiger. You got the eye of the tiger. You got the eye. America's got the eye of the tiger. You got the Cathy's got the eye. JP got the eye. Colin's got the eye of the tiger. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Woo!
Nice one.
Dang it. Kids might be watching.
That was good.
That was fun.
It was good. Good.
I messed up a couple parts, but you know, we forgot about that already.
Thanks for tuning in. We're 350 strong now.
Yeah, baby. Empty arena.
Let's see.
You know, could I do one on my own?
Yes, please. I'll just.
I'm going to do Empty Arena.
Okay.
Perfect. This is a song that I premiered back when we did our first Empty Arena show back in March. A lot of you people tuned in, which is great. And that was kind of like the beginning of this whole mess. And pretty soon after this song, we're going to do the kind of the triumphant Starting to Open Up America song that we're going to premiere here tonight. But I'm going to do the Where It All Began. Hold on.
Sure, I can do a couple donations. Kenneth Dubeck, $40, thank you. Edward Panic, $25 donation. Kathy Anderson Berry with a $100 donation. Thank you, Kathy. Daniel Lang with a $100 donation. Jeffrey Zenz with a $25 donation. Cynthia Stevens with $50. Sean Murray with a $10 donation. And George Molding with a $25 donation. Thanks for all the donations, guys. If you want to donate, head over to paypal.me/thejamlab. All proceeds go to Music Cares COVID-19 relief.
Nice. Thanks, everybody, for doing that. This is Empty Arena. What if the team scored a touchdown and nobody cheered? What if the band played their big encore with no one in earshot to hear? What if the children learned all of their lines, determined to sing at their moment to shine, but mom and dad were nowhere standing near? This is the sound of one hand clapping in this empty arena. We used to join hands, rocking and laughing in this empty arena. This is the sound that history makes, the panic and fear when the earth starts to quake. We're calling out the healers and the believers to fill this empty arena. What if we all work together to fight for a cure? Putting our faith in each other in a world that's so unsure. It all seems so easy, but easy is hard when the right and the left are standing there. God, it's a foolish game we play where no one breaks even. This is the sound of one hand clapping in this empty arena. We used to join hands, rocking and laughing. Baby, you should have seen us. Now the theater is dark, the stadium's cold, but they're giving their all, playing straight from their soul. We're calling out the healers and the believers to fill this empty arena. Bring it on, let it go. Do whatever you can, then get on with the show. You can hear the echoes in the hollows of the heart. Bring back the sound of music and laughter to this empty arena. The cheers and the screams of a million hands clapping. All our friends and believers, stand up on your feet, get down on your knees. Hope is contagious more than any disease. We're back in black, we're taking back our freedom to fill this empty arena. This is the sound of one hand clapping in this empty arena. Bring back the sound of music and laughter to this empty arena. This is the sound of one hand clapping in this empty arena. add laughter to this empty arena. Woo. Thank you so much.
We've got a shout out from Juan Carlos Hernandez Oces from Chile. He's watching all the way from Chile.
Hey, we have a lot of fans in Chile. Thanks, Juan.
Says, we love you.
Oh, we love you too. I would love to go to Chile. That would be awesome. Hey, Kath. Do you want to? We would just like to show the music video that Paul Brown just made for the second song that Cathy and I recorded a couple weeks ago. And like I said, that was the beginning of the COVID, and hopefully this next song is the opening up of the country very gradually and very safely. But we're going to play the lyric video. Everybody will see this is a grand premiere. Paul Brown did this one. And then we'll play it live. So hope you enjoy this.
To the light. It's not over yet, but we're winning the fight. The life we took for granted, it means a whole lot more when we open up the country. We're coming back stronger than ever before. Everybody loves a comeback story. America needs a comeback song. Ride the tiger, rise to glory. Everybody loves a comeback story. The time is a-coming when we all join hands. Hope is contagious. Stop making your plans. We're closer than ever, but we're 6 feet apart. Break down the borders. We're taking our courage straight to the heart. Everybody loves a comeback story. America needs a comeback song. Ride the tiger, rise to glory. Everybody loves a comeback story. Like a Rocky Balboa, face to face with Clubber Lang. And we're coming back from nowhere. Fists in the air, the crowd goes insane. Everybody loves a comeback story. This whole world needs a comeback song. I am a tiger, rise to glory. Everybody loves a comeback story. Everybody loves a comeback story. America needs a comeback song. I am a tiger, rise to glory. Everybody loves a comeback story.
All right, welcome back. That was the world premiere of the lyric video for Comeback Story by Jim Peterik and Cathy Richardson. We are here live in Brookfield from the Jam Lab. You are watching Empty Arena. I am your host, Colin Peterik. We've got a whole bunch of donations coming in, $1,500 in donations so far. Thank you everyone who's donated. All of these donations are going to go towards COVID-19 relief through Music Cares. Got a couple of donations to read, and then we're going to play some more music. We've got $25 from Daniel Harrison, $25 from David Seigan,
Yeah, Dave.
$15 from Cynthia Steele. $20 from Stephen Gaub.
I know, Steve. Thanks, Steven.
Thanks, Stephen. $20 from Kendall West. And $100 from John Tasca. Thanks,
Nice.
everyone, for your donations.
Thank you so much.
We're going to be doing this for about another 45 minutes, so if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please hit the share button. Let all your friends know what you're watching on Facebook. Every little bit helps, and thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, I want to also mention what an amazing foundation Music Cares is. This money that you're donating will absolutely go to musicians and people in the music industry. Also, if you're watching this and you're a person whose livelihood is in live music, whether you're a musician or not, you can apply for a grant from Music Cares also. And I encourage you to do that because they will give you money. I know a lot of people who have gotten grants from them. So thanks for your donations, guys. All right. We're going to do another song now, Jim?
Yeah, baby.
A lot of you people probably know that I met Jim Peterik because he pulled into the gas station that my dad owned in Countryside, Illinois. And he was a famous rock star, and basically all the guys that worked at the gas station were musicians or budding rock and rollers. And they said, hey, that's the guy from Survivor out there. And Survivor is a very, very popular band on the radio at the time. And my dad said, really? I'm going to go talk to him. And he went outside, and he said, hey, you're that guy from Survivor. And Jim's like, yes, I am. And he said, hey, I got this daughter who's a singer. And, Jim immediately thought, oh no, terrible. No, not this. Oh, really? Yeah. My dad said, she's really good. And he said, she wants to be a rock star. Do you have any advice? And Jim said, yeah, get a good lawyer. Which, ironically, was the best advice that you ever gave me. And I've had many great lawyers over the years. But I digress. The point, and I do have a point. Yes, I do. The point is that I grew up in Burr Ridge, Illinois. Yeah, that's where Jim Peterik lives. Now, Jim Peterik lives in the fancy part of town, and the part of town I grew up in was not fancy at all. In fact, Jim Peterik's house probably wasn't even built back then. It was probably a cornfield back then.
It was a prison farm.
It was like a testing ground for International Harvester, and we had cornfields all around us. I lived at the end of a dead-end street. Yeah, that's right, a dead-end street in Burr Ridge, Illinois. And I went to school in Hinsdale, and everybody from around here knows Hinsdale, but people who are watching from towns far away and states and cities and countries far away, Hinsdale is a very fancy suburb. It's a lot of old money, they call it here, old money. And my parents were from no money. Got no money. But they worked hard, and they were great people and good parents. The point is, I do have a point. The point is that in junior high in Hinsdale, they had this thing called fortnightly, and fortnightly is formal dancing where the girls get all dressed up and they have to wear white gloves and pearls and pearl earrings and either flats or heels and pantyhose and a panty girdle and a dress. And the boys all have to wear a suit and a tie, and they had to wear, if I'm not mistaken, they had to wear white gloves as well. And they were teaching us all formal dancing, and I think the point was that there was going to be a cotillion maybe someday, not for me, but maybe most of my classmates. And so we go and we learned the foxtrot, and we learned the waltz, and we learned all the dances. That's not the point. I do have a point. I'm getting to it. The point is that after every fortnightly, after the horrible experience of waiting for a boy to ask me to dance and then dancing, I had to wait for my dad to pick me up. And as I mentioned, my dad worked at the gas station. And all the kids and their parents in their fancy cars and their fancy Mercedes and their BMWs and their Audis and their, you know, this and that. And then my dad would pull up in his tow truck. Yeah, the tow truck, no muffler. I don't know why. He worked on cars, but we could never afford to fix our own. He pulls up in this pickup truck every time he picks me up, and it's so embarrassing and humiliating. It's just, I have to climb up into it with my dress, and he's in behind the wheel. He's wearing a trucker cap and a Amico jacket with his pocket protector and tire gauges shoved in there. And I'll give you a visual. My dad looked like he was a very handsome man. He was a cross between Roy Clark, Kenny Rogers, and Benny Hill. Right? He had a round face and a big beard. Anyway, so this one particular evening, it was snowing outside, I recall. I was waiting for someone to pick me up from Fortnightly, and I was just praying to God. God, dear God, are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. It's a little 70s humor for you. Please, if my dad comes to pick me up today, let him be the last parent that picks up a kid so I don't have to suffer the humiliation of climbing up into the no muffler tow truck. So, the cars are coming, picking them up, and the kids are coming, and up pulls this long white Cadillac. Long, like a super long. And I looked away because I said, well, that's not for me. Not for me. And there's a little honk on the horn. And I looked up and I looked back down again, and then the horn got more insistent. And I looked up and I look into the car and I see behind the wheel is my dad. Yeah, he's wearing the trucker cap and everything and all the stuff, but I was like, this is even better than getting picked up last. He's actually picked me up in a nice fancy car. So I jumped in, I was very excited. Dad, what is this? What is this miraculous car that you're coming to pick me up in? And he said, oh yeah, this is a customer's car. It was in for a brake job, and I'm taking it for a test drive. And that seemed pretty true because he did that a lot. So we're driving home to our house, and he says, hey, listen, do me a favor when we get home. Don't say anything to your mother because, she'll get kind of nervous about me driving a fancy car like this, and I don't want, you know how your mom is. And he was right. My mom was nervous. She had a nervous laugh. She laughed at everything all the time. She always was constantly trying to finish my sentences, and she also had a thing that was a nervous tick that was a throat. She cleared her throat. She cleared her throat in that exact timbre and tone every 5 to 7 seconds of her entire life. Yeah. So I would get separated from her in the grocery store, and I would just listen. And when I would find the sound, and I would just go towards it, and there she'd be, and I would never got lost. Anyway, so I didn't say anything. We got home, and my dad said, hey, everybody, come around, gather around. I want you to open these presents. I got you guys Christmas presents. It was around Christmas time, and we're like, but it's not Christmas, Dad. And he's like, I know. And I'm really excited about these Christmas presents, because he was the kind of guy, he never shopped before Christmas. He was the kind of dad that would go to the only store that was open late on Christmas Eve at 11 p.m. He'd go to Zare that closed at midnight, and he'd buy everybody's presents in that last final hour. So it was unusual that he had wrapped and bought these presents. So we sat down to open the presents, and One at a time, we open our presents, and inside each present is an 8-track tape. Yeah. It doesn't really matter what the tapes were, and I usually waste about 7 minutes telling you what they were, but I'm just gonna tell you that they were 8-track tapes, but the only problem was that we didn't have an 8-track tape player. I know, and we were like, oh, Dad, thanks, but we don't have an 8-track tape player. And he said, what? Yes, we do. It's in that realistic stereo that I bought at Radio Shack. And we said, no, Dad, that's a cassette player. But it's the thought that counts, thanks. He's like, well, I guess I'll just have to go return them for cassettes. But there is one more present, and this one's for your mother. So she says, Keith, Keith. That was his name, Keith Richardson. Keith, what's this? And he said, oh, it's just one little thing I got for you. And he gives her a box. And this was a differently shaped box. It wasn't shaped like an 8-track tape. So she opened it and she peeled open the tape, and there was a white box inside. And inside she opened up the box, and inside the box was a gold set of keys. And I was like, oh my God. And she said, Keith! And she cleared her throat so many times it ripped a hole in the time-space continuum. And we ran to the front door, and in the driveway was the 1975 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Yeah! And he said, baby, it's yours. And we went outside, and you know what was in the dashboard? An 8-track tape player, that's right. And we grabbed our 8-track tapes, and we got into the car. Oh, it was big, and it was huge inside. It was like a living room on wheels. The whole back seat, all 4 kids fit in the back seat, and parents in the front seat, and we drove. We drove to Downers Grove. We kept driving. We went to Woodridge. We kept driving. We didn't care that the car got 5 miles to the gallon. My dad owned the gas station. Gas was free. So from that day on, my mom, she sang this song. She said, when you come home from work after a long, hard day, I'm gonna pick you up, take you far away. All you gotta do is just take my hand. I got a big soft place for you to land, 'cause I'm a Cadillac woman, 'cause she love in a V12 style. I may be long, but I'm not lean. When I roll in, baby, you know, I'm always causing a scene. Some girls are sporty, but that's not me. I'm gonna keep you in the lap of luxury, 'cause I'm a Cadillac woman, 'cause she love every 12 style. Oh, might break the bank to fill my tank, honey, but it's guaranteed to make you smile. Oh, take it around the block one time, Jim. Come on. you so glad to be alive. Just lay back, baby, and let me drown, 'cause I'm a Cadillac woman, 'cause she's loving me 12 style. Yeah. Now break the bank to fill my tank, honey, but it's guaranteed to make you smile. Oh, yes it is. Oh, the men break the bank to fill my tank, mama, but it's guaranteed worth every mile. Oh, yeah. Woo! Nice. Elbow bump. Woo!
Cathy Richardson, ladies and gentlemen.
That was incredible.
Thank you. That was
Oh my
fun.
God. I didn't know where it was going, man. It didn't let me down.
Very nice.
Break the bank to fill my tank. Hey, do you want to keep in the automotive mode?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
baby.
do.
Let's do it. I'm going to read a couple of donations real quick. Alma Castillo with a $30 donation.
Go Alma!
William Dolan, a $20 donation.
Billy D, Grammy nominee. He was my co-Grammy nominee for the Road to Bliss Best Art Direction.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Edward Rubin with a $25 donation. Thank you. David Fink with $20 donation. Thanks for tuning
Hey,
in.
David.
We love you.
We love you. We love the Three Oaks.
Acorn Theater.
Acorn
17
Theater.
years ago, this weekend, the Acorn was founded.
Oh, man.
Amazing.
You know that stuff. David, we love you.
I saw it on Facebook. I saw it on the Book of the Face.
Nancy DeSilva with a $25 donation.
Nice, Nancy.
Thank you.
Hi, Nancy.
Mary May Scott with a $10 donation.
Hi, Mary. I love you. Oh, my God. How are you? Thank you so much. Say hi to Bob Rosen, your husband.
Maureen Muldoon with a $25 donation.
Hey, Maureen. This
Boy,
is the
you
best, you guys. Oh, my God. Thank you so much. You're gonna help people with
You
this.
got
Thank
a lot of friends. Where are mine?
Here's a big one. $200 from Billy Mazel.
Hey, Billy.
Maisel, I love you, and I'm coming to stay with you as soon as it's safe to travel. Just open up the guest house and get it ready. I'm bringing all the cats. Okay.
And that puts our total donations for tonight so far to $1,800.
Yeah, come on.
So I hope some of the Ides of March are out there listening and watching. Love the Ides of March. It's like my family, my second family. I'm so blessed. We're celebrating 55 years as a band this year. And, the original four guys, Larry Millis, Jim Peterik, that's me, Bob Berglund, and Mike Borch, been together 55 years. Scott May is the newbie. He's been with us for 31 years. And, of course, the Ides of March brass. We have Henry Salgado, Tim Bales, and Steve Eisen. And we're just having a blast. But our big moment was 1970 when I wrote a song to try to win back my girlfriend. And I guess it worked, because 47 years later, I'm still married to that girl that I met in line for the Turtles concert. And we had our ups and downs when we were dating, but I won her back because this record went to #1. She starts calling me again for dates. So guys, if you ever want to win your girl back, just write her a #1 record. Go on the road with Led Zeppelin and impress the hell out of her, which is what happened. But we're going to do a kind of a bluesy arrangement of this. It's kind of the arrangement of the song that's on my album called The Songs, which came out in 2014, produced by Fred Mullen. We kind of reinvented the songs in different ways, and hope you enjoyed this rendition of a song that went to #1 back in 1970. I'm the friendless stranger in the black sedan. Won't you hop inside my car? I got pictures and candy, I'm a lovable man. Take it to the nearest star. I'm your vehicle, baby. Take it anywhere you wanna go. I'm your vehicle, woman. By now I'm sure you know that I love you.
Love you.
I need you.
I need you.
Want you. Got to have your child. Great God in heaven, you know I love you.
Well, if you want to be a movie star, I could take you to Hollywood. If you want to stay just who you are, then I think you really should. I'm your vehicle, baby. I'll take you anywhere you want to go. I'm your vehicle, woman. And by now, I'm sure you know that I love you. I need you. Well, I want you. Got to have your child. Great God in heaven, you know I love you.
Well, I'm a friendless stranger in the black sedan. Won't you hop inside my car? Got pictures and candy, I'm a lovable man. Take it to the nearest star.
I'm your vehicle, baby. I'll take you anywhere you wanna go. I'm your vehicle, baby. But now I'm sure you know that I love you. I need you. I want you. I got to have your child. Great God in heaven, you know I love you.
Don't you know that I love you? I need you. I want you. Got to have your child. Great God in heaven, you know I love you.
Wow.
That was fun. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Colin. Thank you. Man, that's soulful
Elbow.
stuff. We got time for a couple more. Cathy, you want to do a song?
Sure.
Good. How about Miracle?
Miracle.
We still got to do the live version of the other song.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, we have to do that.
Let's do Miracle.
Okay, this is from The Road to Bliss, the aforementioned Grammy nominated for Best Album Art. Also, shout out to Deaf Dog John O. Maybe watching in Las Vegas. I don't know. What did I do with my pick?
You need a pick? I got it. You got one? This is one of my favorite Cathy songs that
Thank you.
she wrote.
Thanks. And, and you might have heard this on XRT and many stations around the country. Here I am, standing on the corner, watching lovers hand in hand as they pass me by, and I talk to God. I place my order for the perfect match for me, wonder when it will arrive. Why do I always seem to go through time, reading into everything between the lines? Love is always easier for some, still waiting for my miracle to come. Two girls who live across the street. One is big and burly, and her sister is petite. She's born with it, doesn't even notice or appreciate the notion she's got it pretty sweet. Why do some people get their faces slapped while others have the aces fall into their lap? Everything is easier for some, so waiting for my miracle to come, waiting for my miracle, 'cause anything is possible, everything is cyclical, and my turn could be coming around, could be any minute now. Sun is poking through that cloud, gonna catch my ray of sun, waiting for my miracle to come. Shout out to Joel Hoekstra. So here I sit, staring at the TV, watching ordinary people who just won the lottery, holding a check it takes four of them to carry. They are blinking at the flashbulbs. I wonder why it isn't me. I always wish I'd find a pearl in one of these oyster shells. That shit only happens to somebody else. Everything is easier for some, still waiting for my miracle to come, waiting for my miracle, 'cause anything is possible, everything is cyclical, and my turn could be coming around, could be any minute now. The sun is poking through that cloud, go and catch my ray of sun, waiting for my miracle to come. I'm waiting for my miracle. I'm still waiting. you.
Oh, man. Cathy Richardson. So we're going to wind this down. We're going to do 2 more songs. Colin's going to join me for a song that was requested earlier, one of the Ides of March's most favorite songs of so many of the fans. And then we're going to end it up with the live version of what this day is all about, and that's a comeback story for America and the world. So you're going to join us, right, Cal?
We've got Ron Ornesti's watching, and
Hey, Rono! Ron is the owner and he's just an entrepreneur to beat all. He has done so much for the music community in Chicagoland. He's the owner of the Arcada Theater. Say it right, Arcada. And, he's gone through, well, we've all gone through hard times. And pretty soon that Arcada is going to be smoking hot and back in action. And it couldn't happen to a better guy. Ron Ornesti, we love you.
Love you, Ron.
All the bands love you. Thank you.
got a couple donations. Geraldine Vehi with $25. Charlene Maskia with a $100 donation. Brian Binder with a $100 donation. Frederick Sugimoto with a $15 donation. Let's see. Terry Miller, my mother-in-law. Hey, Terry, how you doing? $25 donation.
Hey,
Thank
Terry,
you.
thank you.
Jason Wadler with a $100 donation.
Jace, we love you. Eye of the tiger, baby.
Josephine Consul with a $25 donation. Michelle Adamson with a $25 donation. Howard Worster, $25 donation. It's a popular amount. W.P. Makowitz with a $20 donation. And Jonas Grigola with a $30 donation. And Anthony Bersani with a $30 donation. And Glenn Reyna with a $50 donation. Thank you to everyone who's donated.
Hey, Glenn.
So awesome.
Good friend Glenn and his lovely wife, thank you.
And now we're at just under $2,400 for Music Cares charity.
That is awesome.
So thank you to everyone for tuning in and donating and sharing.
Yes. So this is a song that I wrote on the way back from Los Angeles. The Ides of March had a #1 record. This was 1970. And we went to L.A. A lot of us was the first time we were ever on an airplane, much less to the West Coast. We got off that plane. We saw the palm trees and smelled the flowers and saw all the gorgeous girls walking down Sunset Strip, and we were pretty hooked. And we played the Whiskey A Go-Go, and we played with, we were on the bill with Tony Joe White, Poke Salad Annie, and Stephen Stills. And we did great. We brought down the house, as the Ides always do. And we did the Dick Clark show and the Mama Cash show, and man, we were living the dream. But I'll tell you, when we were on that airplane coming back, we were getting a little homesick. We were gone for a week. We were kind of missing those bungalows in Berwyn and our families, because we all still lived at home. And I wrote the song on the plane. I think I wrote it on a barf bag. I wish I still had that bag. But this is called L.A. Goodbye. I'd like to dedicate it to the Ides of March. I must have tuned it wrong. We'll do it in this key. Yeah, it's easier. Good luck, Jim. Okay. Oh, well, my wavelength gets a little longer every time I wave goodbye. Sunset princess beckons on the line, where I'm not supposed to lie my head. Always see my softest pillow, and as I board my plane, something inside my brain hates to wave LA goodbye, LA goodbye. Sunset Strip, and I feel trip over to your hideaway. princess beckons, and we love the night away. Yeah. Now I feel like years away from the west side of Chicago, and as I board my plane, something inside my brain hates to wave any goodbye, any goodbye. LA, goodbye. LA, I'm gonna see you around sometime. LA, goodbye. LA, I'm gonna be around sometime. LA, goodbye. Oh, oh, oh. Son, field trip over to your hideaway. Hey, hey. Sunset princess beckons, and we love the night away. Yeah. And now I feel like years away from the west side of Chicago. And as I board my plane, something inside my brain it's to wave any goodbye, any goodbye. Oh, LA, goodbye. LA, I'm gonna see you around now. LA, goodbye. Can't you see the tear in my eye now? LA, I'm coming home. LA, goodbye. LA, goodbye. LA, goodbye. LA, All right, Cathy, we got time for one more. We're going to do the big full version of Comeback Story. And I want to give a shout out to Dave Austin, who's an old friend of mine, who called me up about a year ago and had this idea for a comeback. You know, everybody loves a comeback story, and we started brainstorming the lyrics. And we wrote a song, but, you know, it wasn't until the COVID when it really seemed to all of a sudden inspire me to go, what America needs is a comeback story. And it wouldn't have worked 3 months ago. But now we're starting to see some things, and the country opening up a little bit. I think I'm going to go to Capri Friday night for the first meal outside.
Nice.
That's outdoors in a tent, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, you have to wear a mask when you're not stuffing your face, and that's okay. But it's all about a comeback. And we're going to do it for you with the track, and hope you love this song as much as we do.
Yep.
Hold on.
Oh, never mind.
Hold on. Comeback story. Next time we do this, I'll have the lyrics memorized. Okay. All right. Good.
So close. It's so close.
I know. Here we go. Out in the darkness, enter into the light.
It's not over yet, but we're winning the fight.
And the life we took for granted, it means a whole lot more. When we open up the country, we'll come back stronger than ever before. Everybody loves a comeback story. America needs a comeback join hands.
Hope is contagious. Stop making your plans.
We're closer than ever, but we're 6 feet apart. Break down the borders. We're taking our courage straight to the heart. Everybody loves a comeback story. America needs a comeback song. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ride the tiger, rise to glory. Everybody needs a comeback story. Check it out. Like a Rocky Balboa, face to face with Clubber Lang.
Coming back from nowhere.
Fists in the air, the crowd goes insane. Everybody loves a comeback story. The whole world needs a comeback song. Whoa, I am the tiger, rise to glory. Everybody loves a comeback story. Ride the tiger, rise to glory. America needs a comeback story. I am the tiger, rise to glory. Everybody loves a comeback story. Everybody loves a comeback story. Thank you very much. You want to say some closing remarks, Cathy?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been amazingly fun, and for me, I miss performing and singing so much. So thank you guys for tuning in, and this is the way we got to do it now. So really appreciate you guys. Thank you, and thank you, Jim, always for being such a champion for me, and you're my hero.
Well,
thank you. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Okay. And thank you, Colin. You're
Thank
also
you.
amazing, and I've known you since you were a baby.
Well, we want to thank our special guests, Jim Peterik and Cathy Richardson, tonight. We want to thank everybody who tuned in, everybody who donated. Last donation came in, Paul Thomas, for $52. Thank you, Paul.
Thomas, amazing photographer.
Great photographer.
We want to thank Bill Allan and David Carafa for doing all the video and the stream tech work. We want to thank Gary Jerkadis for the sound engineering.
Yay, Gary.
And this was Empty Arena, live from the Jam Lab. We're glad you tuned in, glad you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.
Rock on!